Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. As you can see, it's rather a nice day. It is a very nice day. I lied, by the way. I said that this video was going to be about putting the protection on the side cases on the FJR, and because the weather's been absolutely foul, raining virtually every day since the last video, since I recorded the last video, I've been programming, and it's very dangerous when I program because you could set off a small nuclear device next to me and I wouldn't notice. I wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't notice. And of course, programming is only interesting to other programmers. If you're not a programmer, programming is more boring than watching paint dry. Oh, this looks interesting. Yes, black car, nobody's going anywhere. Sorry, idiot behind. Or a number of idiots behind. Anyhow, I'm out on the Deauville, the NT700. In fact, this is the first time I've been out on it since I did the shakedown ride after doing the radiator, the cooling system. So I've got some tools with me just in case, and we'll see how it goes. I've got to put some petrol in as well because we're down to about a quarter of a tank, and I do run it a bit low actually. I do run it much further than a quarter of a tank, but we're in the season now of condensation in the garage, and it gets so bad that I actually use the condensation to clean the garage door inside and out. I don't need any water, there's sufficient on the door. It hasn't started yet, but it's probably due to start within the next probably week or so. So I think a full tank of petrol would be a good idea to help stop much condensation forming inside the bike. So unfortunately, as I say, I've been programming, so not much has happened. I've just the usual sort of things, visits to the physiotherapist and that type of thing. A couple of things have caught my eye, one of which is potentially very worrying, and that is the European Union have decided that a certain type of chromium, and I can't remember which chromium it is, but a certain type of chromium will no longer be allowed to be shipped into the EU. Don't know what the date is, I just know that they're planning to do this. Now, you're going to say, well, you know, chromium doesn't matter. Chrome plate doesn't matter, you know, we can use stainless steel. Well, yes, on your taps and on the front of the car and that type of thing, yes, you can. But what about on the bearings in the engine? Because chromium or chrome plate, or this particular type of chrome plate, is actually used to harden the surfaces, usually ball bearings, but not always, in the bearings and the other various surfaces that mate together like that. And so that basically means that because we're no longer allowed to import this, and by the way, it doesn't hurt us in Europe at all, not even a little bit. They're doing this because the process is pretty nasty, and they've decided that because it's nasty, nobody else in the world can do it, which is somewhat naive, if you ask me. I wonder how long this train is. They can be quite long indeed, and quite annoying. So basically they've decided we're not allowed to use chromium, and it's all, I think, more or less to do with the fact that they're trying to stop other countries from using it. Now there's 500 million, give or take 50 million or so, in the EU. And there's, what, about 7 billion around the world? I can just see that all this is going to do is mean that the vehicles that are imported into the EU are going to have substandard bearings and this type of thing, and the rest of the world will be able to have nice, shiny, hard bearings. I really do think that sometimes these people really need to think about what they're doing, because basically, I mean, they've stopped the importation of various vehicles that are not Euro whatever, and all that's happened is we can't buy them in Europe, but you can still buy them anywhere else in the bloody world. So that's causing a bit of a problem. It's causing a bit of a problem. So you can get these vehicles outside of Europe, no problem whatsoever. Try and buy one in Europe? No, not available, not on the price list. And I think the problem is they realised with Euro 2, 3 and 4 that they actually were able to control what other people in the world were doing. And they thought, we can therefore control everybody in the world. And what's happening is that people are now fighting back and saying, well, no, you can't. And go away, we're not interested. So it's going to be a problem. As I say, I don't mind about not having chrome. It is nice to have. I've got it on the handlebars here. There's not much chrome on this bike, actually. There's not much chrome on any of my bikes, actually. But it's nice to have, but where it's important, as I say, is hardening, putting a hardened surface on steel and so on. So, and that we're not going to have, which is somewhat sad. Never mind. Yes. Anyhow, everything seems to be okay on the bike so far. As I say, I'm just going to get some fuel. I might pop into Noro Auto and see what they've got. Don't need anything at the moment, but that doesn't stop me from doing it. Anyhow, so that's the news. The EU being somewhat silly. And I think we're just going to find that we're going to get substandard parts. Never mind. So, anyhow, as I say, that's it for now. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have we got a bus coming? I didn't Didn't see one. Oh, it's there. It went the other way. Ah. This is a rarity. Has somebody been messing with the traffic lights?